something quite fun happened. I was on the Oxfam online shop and happened to notice that they had a skateboard listed which was Grateful Dead by Dusters. So it was a special edition Grateful Dead. I'm a big Grateful Dead fan, and it's just funny to combine skateboarding and Grateful Dead. So I got the board. It's a Dusters Cruiser. So I'm just going to go and give it a try alongside the Arbor Pilsner and just see what it's like. All right, let's give it a go. Oh, well, that was really interesting. So the Duster board felt a lot more like a skateboard. It was a lot more firm, less agile, I would say. Of course, you could loosen the trucks, I guess, but yeah, that was interesting. It definitely felt like a lot more like just like a skate park skateboard, while still having the size and the sort of chunkier wheels and everything of a cruiser. So that was really interesting to see the difference. A lot easier to ride. That was interesting. You know, it definitely for a beginner, I think it's a lot easier. The Arbor Pilsner is so agile that, you know, it does sometimes feel like you're not fully in control of it, but that's just me getting used to it and getting back into skateboarding again. But wow, that was different. That was really interesting, trying out those two boards side by side. So I think I'll have to look and see what the hardness of the wheels are on the Dusters board. The size is very similar. There's only 1mm of difference, with the Arbor being 1mm bigger. But it doesn't actually say what the hardness of the wheels is on the Dusters, so I can't compare, but I must go and look that up. I get the feeling it's probably a little bit harder. I watched a review today of the Arbor Pilsner by the Shred Shack. Well worth watching, I'll put a link. But yeah, one of the things they said was that they... yeah, my partner just came out and gave me a funny look there, plus a little vole just ran across, so I just wanted to have a look at the little vole. Anyway, where was I? What was I saying? I don't know. Something about the hardness of the wheels, wasn't it? Oh, it was Shred Shack, that was it, yeah. So, yeah, he commented on the sort of how much of a gel feel there was to the Arbor wheels, and I quite like that. It makes me feel a bit more secure on these country roads when you know that it's gonna just flick the stones away quite nicely, which it does. But I can definitely see what he means. I don't know how to power slide. That'll probably always be beyond me, I reckon, but I can see what he means as to how you couldn't probably get to do that on the Pilsner very easily, but I think you could do it on the other one. The wheels just feel a wee bit different. There's also no like turn up on the nose, and there's a lot less of like a concave, whichever one it is, a lot less of a bend on the deck itself. The deck is a little bit more flat. There's just a little bit of a curve on it on the sides. Yeah, so some differences, and just really interesting to see those and to ride the two boards side by side. Yeah, one other thing I noticed too, which I must just check in the stats, is that the Arbor feels definitely a lot heavier. Well, a lot, you know, it feels heavier whenever you lift the Dusters. You can notice a difference. I must just look at the price points as well. I think check what they retail for in the US new, because they're both American boards. Yeah, so it's interesting, isn't it? You can even hear the difference, perhaps. And I think the Dusters doesn't roll on as well as the Arbor. The Arbor is definitely smoother, just glides along. But yeah, the Dusters is lovely. I really like it as well because it's just that bit simpler to ride. So I definitely think there's horses for courses with these two boards, and I will get use out of both of them. But I think probably if I had to choose, if I was in a shop and had to choose between them, I would definitely be taking the Arbor. But you know, I do think I'll get use out of the Dusters as well.